Redondo Beach has been home for over a week now and stayed at King Harbor Yacht Club. They have been super helpful during our stay and boat work. It was one of the first places along the way I could have seen myself living there.
Going glad we're listening, watching a movie.
Karoline had to leave for a few weeks to take care of her dad. It was a great learning opportunity to experience my first single-handed overnight trip. It was now time to take Black Dragon from Redondo Beach to Newport Beach, and then get to San Diego, get the boat ready before the Baja by myself.
We'll see if we can feed cucumber to Kona. Kona, come here. Sit. There you go. Fed her a tomato earlier. Full tomato and some extra pieces after. And now she's eating a cucumber. I think we might got a vegetarian here. I don't know what we're gonna do with her. Can't get this girl turning into a vegetarian. What are we gonna do? So now Karoline left me with all this food. Is about to go bad in a few days, and the only thing I can do right now is try to save it, get bacon, just have the munchies, and try to eat as much food as I can before it goes bad, just in order to save it. So that's what I've been up to today. Since I came back getting the propane. Yeah, just have to get it done. Morning on Black Dragon. We having some egg, turkey bacon, onions, pesto, egg burritos. And I made Kona taste onions this morning. She wasn't a fan, and I think she's mad at me. Or disappointed anyway. Aren't you?
After my first overnight solo trip, I was welcomed in San Diego by a massive airplane carrier. After 20 hours at sea, I was pretty excited to drop anchor for some well-deserved rest, but started to drag after the anchor was caught in the pilot plant. What are the chances?
National Anthem. Go love America. Our friend from Serenity, whatever, boats, and I got down in the cabin, and I was like, "Oh, you guys put the air conditioning," and the only thing they did is they put their Dodger window kind of down, and that brings a pretty good amount of wind inside. It was been pretty good, cooled down really in a fantastic way. So I think I'll try to figure out something to do with the front hatch, similar to just put a bunch of fresh air inside and cool down the cabin. It's been pretty sweet. Just that little thing made a tremendous amount of difference. Kona, you looking for a place to lay down? Poor girl. Not many places, eh?
I took a break off Black Dragon to go help her friend Chris on Manistee install his new dinghy wheels, while Luca is taking advantage of the view.
We are in the anchorage here in San Diego, and only have a few days before the Baja, so I started to pull those port lights because some of them were leaking, and I bought some new ones, so I started to clean this one up, and hopefully it's the right fit, but I'm pretty sure it's the right size. So I just pulled out 3 more of the port lights, and it seems like this one here, some emptiness. I don't know, I'm gonna leave it like that or I'll fill it with epoxy. There'll be less chance to actually a leak in the core, which could be a good thing. So I don't know, we'll see what we're gonna do. And that's a new one. Still need to embed it, but I needed to measure the screws, so I ordered the screws online. Should be here by today, and those are the old ones. So they have this flip here, which make it a lot more watertight than these here. And there's you can see there's some water infiltration, and anyway. So now hopefully these won't have that kind of issues for a little bit. Last thing, I had to pull the TV off so I can have access to this. I had to remove the TV to be able to remove this. It's just looking pretty chaotic. This is a boat life, I guess. So I just used this product's Marine Tech for filling up some of the gaps that was at the bottom of the port lights. So I just wanted to protect it in case the port light leaks or anything like that. It won't get in the core and damage the core. So, you know, it's not perfect. It's something that you don't really see, but you just don't want to have the water to have access to it. And I didn't need any sanding, so what I did is I put the Marine Tech, and within an hour it kind of solidified a little bit. So you can shape it. You just put your finger in water and you just go over it, and it comes smooth like this. So you save quite a bit of time over sanding the area. So it's kind of what it looks like. I didn't do the top because it was already sealed with epoxy and there was no hole. It was mostly, this one was a big one and some of these needed to be sealed. So here you go. We're waiting a little bit, some of that thing's gonna ooze out, and eventually we'll just take a bite and take it out. Let's do much. It's been a good girl, so I just cooked her a beautiful breakfast with some of that bonito that we caught between San Miguel and Santa Rosa. Kona, breakfast ready. Hey, stay. I'm gonna say thank you. Release. There you go, good girl. A little bit of fog this morning. The story about this bottle. Where?
Is that for
Dave
specialty
cuisine? Yes.
Oh, it's a good story, my friend.
Oh, here we go. We were good for.
Well, I was working with a bunch of Mexicans down in Pacific Tugboat Service.
I'm not kidding.
And then one day, one of them showed up and he says, "Hey Dave, I got some tequila. I know that you're a tequila connoisseur." And I said, "Well, what kind is it?" And he says, "I got 1942 Don Julio." And it's the best tequila you can buy it. And in Bevmo up here, it's about $250 a bottle. She said she found it today at Costco for $185 or something like that a bottle. So it's good stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, these guys were selling it for pretty much next to nothing because they robbed the liquor store. and they had all of it, but they really didn't know how to get rid of it, so I bought all they had. And,
That's awesome.
You gotta undo this way.
I like this story.
Yeah. So anyway, this is all stolen liquor from Mexico,
Even better.
and it doesn't taste any worse or any better, but it's damn good shit. This
Guys,
is the very finest. that
and for
can
you
ever buy.
sharing this like lovely premium Don Julio Iglesias Julio tequila with me. Isn't this exciting? It's a big
it's
pour.
sweet.
Hello.
It is smooth,
The best.
but
What's going on?
There's a crack in the. This is one of the beauty about those engines, those better marine. Pump is built in.
So you're just trying to change the fuel. That fuel filter looks pretty gross.
The oil.
Is that oil filter supposed to look like that? The oil filter?
This is the water filter.
Oh, that's the water filter. Good thing Karoline's not doing this.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's so good.
In the next episode, we share a Baja experience with 160 other boats. We catch our first tuna, takes 2 crew on board that we met 12 hours before takeoff time, and get to party on the beach with other salt from the Baja Haha. Thank you so much for all the patrons to make this adventure possible. Please make sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up.